Hey everybody, Christian here. I am recording a video today that's a little bit more on a somber note, but I promise it's going to end on a positive light. But I had some announcements for you guys that I wanted to share, as well as some of my thoughts. Last week was a difficult week for me. As a result of the church shooting that occurred in Grand Blanc, Michigan. My parents are from there. My grandfather lived right down the street from the church that was attacked. And it was pretty upsetting for me, especially because I also was supposed to be in Michigan around the time when that whole attack occurred. And it caused me to reflect a little bit on how I'm approaching spirituality, what my missions and goals are, especially when it comes to tarot reading. Because right now, tensions are very high. Spirituality has become increasingly political, and as a result of that, puts tarot readers and other individuals at risk of harm. I know whenever I first started Mind Over Mania, I did have people, making some weird comments and threats and whatnot. And right now, obviously, I feel comfortably safe and whatnot. However, I wanted to express some of my thoughts and feelings of where I'm going forward next and what are the things I'm going to be promoting. I feel right now is a very important time to utilize my voice for promoting good in the world right now. I am obviously against violence. I don't want people to be fearful of their belief systems, regardless of whatever it is. As long as you're not hurting anybody and hurting others, then you should be left alone. And as part of Mind Over Mania's mission, which is about promoting, mental health awareness and whatnot, I really want to lean into increasing visibility to how to keep your mental health safe, especially during these difficult times, as we all are impacted by the increasing tensions going on, and especially for very sensitive people who really care about the world. Right now is a little bit of a difficult period. And so because of that, some of the announcements I'm going to make, they are exciting. They're just going to be a little bit different. So Mind Over Mania is going to be going through a change. Mind Over Mania was originally created as a joke. It started whenever I was following a band called Nothing More. And I had made a post in their forum at the time because it was during the pandemic. It was early 2021. And I said, hey, wouldn't it be funny if I pulled tarot cards and drank and sassed people? And sure enough, people showed up. And then I had people asking, when's the next one going to be? And sure enough, Mind Over Mania was born. And I've been continuing it since 2021, so it's been a good 4-year run, and it's really impacted my life in a lot of different ways. It completely changed my career, and it's been very awesome being able to help all of you with my tarot readings and fun and sass. And while I am going to continue doing tarot readings, I do want to And while I am going to continue with my tarot readings, I want to shift the focus of Mind Over Mania a little bit, so that way it is more focused towards unifying spirituality and mental health. I will continue to do YouTube videos, but you will start seeing a lot more content that may be geared towards integrating some social stuff. So that way, for example, if you were struggling with homelessness, access to healthcare, or different things like that, I want to make sure that practitioners are able to help their clients and get you guys links to resources, because I know a bunch of you are really struggling out there. And I think part of my mission and goal as helping out the highest good of myself and all living beings is helping you guys in the physical realm. Because while I can sit here and give you advice from spirit, I think also making sure that you guys are aware of resources that are available to you guys, I think that's really important. So that way we can all join together and support. Another thing is I am going to start collaborating with others as well. For those of you that are not on my Instagram, you'll see that I've been doing a couple different events. I've spoken in front of the Texas State Legislature, working with social workers to advocate for more connections with social workers to the spiritual community. Things like that, where I really want to start combining these groups together so that way the folks that are looking to help you guys, as well as the practitioners and resources that you guys need, can be found. I want it to all kind of work together seamlessly. And so that's why I want this Mind Over Mania to be its own project rather than just myself, because Mind Over Mania has been supported by other businesses and people in the past, and I want to create a space where we're just focused on healing and helping others, regardless of what your spiritual alignment is or background. I was raised a Lutheran and have a background in Christianity. However, my spiritual practice now is, I don't want to tie myself to a religion. However, that said, other tarot readers, some of them are pagan, some of them are Christian, some of them are whatever. It doesn't really matter to me, but I want this to eventually become an organization that's focused on a specific kind of path and alignment that hopefully you guys would be interested in not only participating and supporting, but also helping grow. Because I think right now having healthy community is important. Being able to safely find ways to connect to spirit and God and love, and work on ourselves, as well as just share love for others and be in community. Because right now there's a community for everybody, but I want to specifically create the one that is most in alignment for me, that I want to be able to also find others that are doing the same. Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say, just after everything that happened last week, my heart was pretty hurt by seeing the violence against, the Mormon individuals that were killed, and, rest in peace to them. And my way of giving back to the world is reminding people that regardless of the actions of individuals, love still exists. There are people out there that can help you, especially if you're struggling with your mental health, and that violence isn't the answer to your issues. And, I want to promote the help that people need, and that there are other alternative ways to deal with the stress that is going on in society. Another fun announcement is, so even though I'm slightly taking a step back from Mind Over Mania, it's kind of more like a shift of roles. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is, instead of promoting my tarot readings under Mind Over Mania, which I'm sort of going to do, I'm going to be shifting over to a new brand. I decided that as a result of all of the things that are going on, I want to start sharing my opinions more openly. I also want to promote my other projects. So, for example, I have been working on a book since 2018, I'd say. And I've got a whole big story tied with that. I want to work on my art, and I want to promote other things that I'm passionate about. So if you guys are interested in connecting with me, check out my social medias that are going to be tied to that. And then also, too, you can support some of the other projects I'm going to be doing. I want Mind Over Mania to be used as a spiritual safe place, so that way it goes, regardless of politics, anyone should be able to access the resources that are on Mind Over Mania and receive the help that they need. I can have my own personal belief system on how things should be, but I want Mind Over Mania to be that space where people can just come together and find access to affordable healing and people that are in alignment with them. So, yeah, but yeah, some of the projects I have coming up, eventually I want to get that podcast going. I've been working on some other small projects in the background, some surprise ones that I don't want to reveal just yet. But another thing I want to do is I want to start sharing more stories. As I said, I'm a writer, and one thing that I enjoy doing is talking. And I've received plenty of feedback from people that other people enjoy listening to me talk. And so I want to start talking about things that are important to me, so that way you guys can get to know me, who I am, what my alignment is, and how we can help each other out going forward. I feel like I want to be transparent about who I am, what I follow, and the things that I promote, so that way I can connect with other like-minded people. Yeah, so check out my next YouTube channel for those videos, because it's just going to be me probably being silly, being more of myself, and yeah, I don't know. As much as I love tarot reading and whatnot, there's a lot more to me than just tarot, and so that's why I decided that I think it's finally time for me to step out as Christian and really stand behind myself and my story and my truth. And yeah, I want you guys to see the full me. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you head over there. And again, Mind Over Mania is still going to be available. I still have YouTube videos that are going to be released up until December. So you will be kept informed of things that are changing and happening. So anyways, thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout these years. It's been absolutely incredible doing readings for you guys, and seeing how many people have been supporting me throughout the years, have been coming back and visiting. It's been really awesome, and I appreciate you guys so much. You've really made an impact in my life, and yeah, I just smile every time I see you guys' faces, pop up on my screen or comment. So, and especially those of you that were following me every single week, that means a lot to me. You guys got me through a lot of hard stuff, and so I can't wait to be able to share my wisdom more directly and be able to, yeah, I don't know, continue to entertain, be silly, promote you guys, and, encourage you guys to be the best version of yourselves. I want to continue to spread the love that's been given to me through spirit and friends and family alike, and strangers, and that's kind of my mission and goal right now, is I just want to keep doing that while also remaining authentic to myself. So yeah, it's not a goodbye, but it's a new start. And yeah, just take care, you guys. Sending you guys a lot of love, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye.